Welcome back, everybody, man. It's Chief. Why not, man? We in the building. Come through right real quick. Drop a little quick download real quick. What is God? We're gonna tap in. Give me 1 second. We finna tap in, y'all. And get this show started real quick. It's late night. Shit, it's a great night. It's late night, but it's a great night. All right, let's get it. Today's topic. Y'all see what the topic is, man. Who is God? What is God? This is a very basic question, fundamental. Unfortunately, most of our perception or perspective of what God is has been distorted. So I'm here to set the record straight. And I come to deliver the most highest perspective. I have no agenda. I'm not trying to force the truth on anybody. The truth will resonate with who it's supposed to. With that being said, the topic is, what is God? Truthfully, you have the definition of a God can mean like a spirit or a deity. But I have a more, I have a better perspective of what God is. And God is simply a thought frequency that you must ascend to. God is a mental vibration you must dwell on. God is nothing external of you. It's an internal thing. Those of us that fell into the sorcery of religion has become very unfortunate. For we are the people that look for God outside of self. And we're promised to meet God once we die. But when we die, it'll be too late. What if we don't meet God after death? Can I get the energy I've wasted this whole lifetime back? So I guess it's safe to say they hustled you, they tricked you, they finessed you. The church, that is. So it's deep. One would say, I don't go to church, but I believe in Jesus Christ. For what reason? Why? Oh, because, man, my mama and my grandmother believed in Jesus Christ. If they jump off a cliff, you gonna jump too. Exactly. You must come to a certain level of maturity and stop playing games with self. This shit getting out of hand. So you got people that's looking for God outside of self, and they truly never find God. They never even discover what God is. They looking for a sky daddy, not knowing that God is laying dormant in the subconscious mind already. It just needs to be reactivated, awakened. And this is what we need to do, awaken the God within. So God being a thought frequency that you must ascend to. This is what God is. This is what life showed me to be God. We have to understand, God didn't make man. It was man that created God. Man created the thought of God. Man came up with the concept of a God to try to explain the unexplainable. So it creates this mythological deity and uses this mythological deity to connect the dots. And this mythological deity requires belief because there's no physical proof. Before you know it, you're giving all your energy to something that has never been proven to you. But yet you're scared to let it go. Why are you scared? Because of fear. They got you in captivity inside of a spirit trap. And it's truly an unfortunate thing. So man came up with the concept of God. Man created God. God did not create man. It was man that said, yo, that volcano that erupted, that was God. That earthquake that happened over there, that was God. Not knowing when two tectonic plates merge together, an earthquake occurs. Science. They didn't have that technology back then. So it's deep. So God was thought of. Again, God is a thought frequency that you must arrive to. It's a mental vibration you must dwell on. It's a higher state of consciousness. A lot of us teach the black man is God, the black woman is God. Me, myself, used to teach that as well, but I no longer teach that. Because black people wasn't showing me their gods. Black people wasn't showing me they was gods. You got black people out here that's killing other black people, gang banging, raping motherfuckers, thieves, all type of crazy shit. Most of these motherfuckers don't even care about God. They don't even believe in that shit. And the other half is Christians or Muslims. Their God is Jesus and their God is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these black people that's caught up in religion, they can't be God because their religion says it's haram in Islam or it's a sin in Christianity to identify yourself as God. So they not gods. The black man isn't God or the black woman. Truth be told, God has no pigment. God has no gender. God is truthfully nothing physical at all. However, God is a thought frequency that you must ascend to. So as I teach, you got enlightened beings in the Far East. You know, gurus, Dalai Lamas, yogis, Sris, Swamis. These are highly enlightened beings. They can do extraordinary things. They activated God mode. But wait, these people aren't black people. I mean, they melanated. They in India. They melanated, melanin on their skin, darky hue, but their hair follicle is 6 ether. They're not 9 ether beings, meaning like the coily hair, nappy, tight coils. No, they got long, wavy hair. They don't even got curly hair. Indians have set their 6 to 7 ether beings. So they're not black people, but they've ascended to God consciousness. You can't tell nobody that they ain't tapped in. But whole time you got another black person over here that's plotting on me because I'm teaching knowledge. He like, oh, this nigga lame. I'm finna poke his ass. I'm finna rob him. I'm finna get over on him. He ain't with the shits. He on some positive shit. This nigga ain't God. You feel me? Get the fuck away from me. That nigga's a roach. Put me with the real gods. The highly enlightened beings. The spiritual masters. God is a thought frequency anybody can ascend to. A white person, blonde hair, pale skin, blue eyes, can become God if they ascend to a certain thought frequency. So again, what is God? God is a thought frequency that you must ascend to. God is a mental vibration that you must dwell on. God is a higher state of consciousness overall, a higher awareness. Of course, on this thought frequency or mental vibration, you will receive the treasures of divine knowledge of self. Divine knowledge of self is on the God frequency. And this is how you become God, through divine knowledge of self. You can't become God. You can't be a God if you don't have divine knowledge of self. So this is what makes a person God. What makes you a God, Chief? Why not? Divine knowledge of self. That's what makes me a God. If you don't have it, you better get it. Because this can save your life. Knowledge of self. True divine knowledge of self. Recognizing your powers. Gaining your sovereign divinity back. Meaning your right to become God again. You have to get that back. You have to take it back. They're not going to give you it back. They're going to give you religion. They're going to give you astrology. They're going to give you nationality. They're going to give you tarot cards. They're not going to give you the sovereign divinity, which is your right to become God again. So it's deep. Anybody can become God. Black, white, Chinese, Arabic, Latino, Native American, whatever. If you reach a certain thought frequency, a higher state of consciousness, you receive the treasures of knowledge of self. Well, then this is your gift, you know? My nose is stuffy, man. I fucking pollen outside, man. I might do a part two because I'm trying to rush and get everything out, but it ain't gonna work like that. I could dive deeper, but I don't want to be blowing my nose on camera. All type of shit, motherfucking allergies and shit. They got some in the air, chemtrails or some shit, man. They fucking with the vegetation. That shit fucking with motherfuckers' sinuses. You know. But truthfully, God is a thought frequency, a higher state of consciousness, higher awareness. It's a mental vibration that you must ascend to. If anybody tells you the black man or the black woman is God, just know they have an agenda. Stay away from agenda teachings. This would be a wise thing to do. Stay away from agenda teachings. It's my sage right here, y'all. Hey, y'all, peace and healing, man, from Why Not Tribe, man. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the energy. And we appreciate the divine love, man. Like, real talk. I have some of the most beautiful divine feminine goddesses in my tribe. And I'm very proud to say, you know, they are part of Why Not Tribe. You know, the tribe life, it ain't for everybody. It's only for a selected few. Times are getting a little strange nowadays. So you might want to find your soul tribe. You might want to find those who are on the same spiritual journey as you, the same spiritual mission. The tribe isn't for like, well, why not tribe? It's really for like people that don't have a family, or people that's the black sheep of their family. So if you the type that been through group homes, you know, foster care, DCFS, never really growing up in your family, both parents and shit, never resonated with you. You always bouncing around from crib to crib. I understand. You deserve a family. It would be very wise of you to find your soul tribe. With that tribe, like, you know, the vibes, right? When the time right, we gonna shine bright like the lamplight. Ooh. But dog, no real talk though. Find your tribe, man. Times is getting hard. You deserve support. You don't deserve to go on this spiritual journey alone. You know, there are people here to help you. There's people here that's on the same mission as you. And there's people out here that understand you. Find your soul tribe, man. It's Chief Why Not. I'm Chief of Why Not Tribe. Why not stand for you need only truth? So put them wise up, because it's time to wise up. Peace and healing, y'all.